So this is what we had completed in the last lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to start with adding a horizontal rule so we can actually see where things start and end properly. So that's fine there. Okay, so looking at our specification, we want a way of hiding the tags based on our settings. So on our settings, we'll have our tag visibility. What we're going to do is go into our settings model, and we're going to create a wrapper method, a class method that wraps around that particular column in our DB. So we'll call this tag visible. So this will return settings dot first dot tag visibility. Okay. So now that we have that, which is this there, so that returns true or false. So we can now go into our index, and we could wrap all this with that method. So we could say put an if statement. So say if. So we can go into setting dot tag visible with a question mark. So if this is true, then we want to show this paragraph. Okay, so that's all we need to do there. So let's go ahead and save this, Command S, and then come over here and refresh the page. And we have undefined method. Okay, so something is not right, so I'll go over here, tag visible. So just double click tag visible. I've mistyped something that I can't see. Visible, that's it. So tag visible, and then save that and refresh, and everything is fine. So now if I go into our settings, let's go ahead and say disable tag visibility and save. Now when we refresh this page here, we have all the tags have been taken away, not visible anymore. So if we go put it back to active and save, and then we come back here and refresh, and we can see the front end has all the tags back. Okay, so this is done. So now here we want to be able to click on a tag and filter the posts to show only posts that have that tag. So when we click on this here, we want to pass a named parameter through our URL. So to do that, I'm going to change this, remove hash. So posts path, and we say tag tag.name. So when we click on submit, we'll have a parameter called tag. Okay, so let's refresh this page and click here. We can see up here we have tag equals libero. So that's what's going to be sent over to our controller. So let's go into our controller. We could add a few if statements here. So if I say here if params tag, so check that we have a params tag, and come over here. I'm going to else we haven't, so we do what we've always done. Okay, so now in here we are going to do a few things. So we say posts should now equal, we say post, and I'm going to write a method that doesn't exist yet, which we are going to create in a second. So this is filter by tags, and we're going to give it the params that was filled in, that was clicked on. So we have params tag. So now if I go into our models for posts, we can go ahead and create that method. So if I come here, double click and copy this and come over here, we define a new class method, and in here we can say this class method accepts param tag, and we can go ahead and say include. So when we do a search, include tags to that search. Okay, and only show us where publish is true, so where the post is published, and tags must have something else, a condition that tags needs to meet. So in this case, we say the name of the tag for that particular post has to be the same as the param tag that's sent in. And again, we'll just do what we usually do. We want to order this in ID. So we say ID descending. And that's all we need. So if we go back into our controller, we can now say add our pagination. So just say page params, page, and then per page is going to be 17 dot post per page. And that's it. So now if we save this and go into our view, click on libero, and it only gives us this post that has libero on it. And if we go back and we click on UT, it gives us 2 records that have UT in it. So it works. Alright, so we can go ahead and highlight this, and this is done. So we want to have a link to view all posts. So we have a way of navigating back. So that should be up here somewhere. Alright, so if I go into our index, just up here, we can say link to all posts. And the path is posts path. And that's the helper. That's it done. So we said refresh and click on all posts, and it gives us all the posts back again. We'll click on any one of them and it gives us that, and we can go back. Alright, so we can safely say that we have done that now. Okay, so we'll work on the rest of them in the next lesson. So in this lesson we've done some filtering work. We've done a few things here using if statements to decide on what to show, and that's where this lesson ends. We've also wrapped a few methods here and a new method here. So in the next lesson we'll carry on from where we've left off, and I'll see you there.